All right, all right, all right. L to the D to the B to the C. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Folks, Logan Paul versus KSI. Folks, what do I say about this? My expectation for this fight, I wasn't looking for a technical masterpiece. I just wasn't, okay? But I got to be honest with y'all. I was completely entertained by this fight, man. I was completely entertained. Even the build-up to this fight, I wasn't too impressed with the build-up. I wasn't really impressed with the weigh-ins and the face-off. I wasn't impressed with all that. It was funny, though, when Logan Paul put a breath mint in KSI's mouth. Now, that was funny. And then KSI ate the breath mint. I'm like, God, dog. They really, they did a good job of staging and planning all of this, man. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, I got respect for these guys because both of these guys pretty much, they told YouTube what YouTube can do. It's crazy, man, how these guys, man, they went in, they got millions of subscribers on YouTube, and then they decided to, get into a boxing match. And it was funny, man. I didn't see YouTube logos anywhere, man. And you remember KSI was like, man, I don't like the direction YouTube is heading in. And then KSI went off and did something else, man. These guys are like 23 and 25 years old. They're already multi-millionaires many times over, man. And these two, they just used this to break the bank, man. Look, these two, they got paid heavily. And I can tell you that they'll probably do this again, okay? And people bought it. I mean, I was into it because I kind of wanted to see what could a gaming YouTuber and another goofy YouTuber do in a boxing ring. And it was kind of, it was entertaining. You know what, though? I don't know if I agree with the decision, okay? I thought Logan Paul had the more clean, effective strikes, man. Logan Paul established a good jab, man. His left-hand jab, it was pretty decent, man. But that's probably about all I can say that Logan Paul did well, besides gas out. He gassed out good. Logan Paul stood there real good. Logan Paul is a real good flat-footed person. And that's probably about all I can say about Logan Paul. KSI, he was a little bit more mobile. He was more of a stick-and-move type fighter, but, very little skills. And I even think KSI got like some amateur boxing experience. I think Logan Paul got a little bit too, but these two guys, this is not a technical film study that you would watch and say, hey, if you ever want to be a boxer, be like these two. That'd be a heck no. In the first round, I thought Logan Paul did more to establish himself. I thought he was being the aggressor. I thought KSI was just doing a lot of moving around and trying to stick and move. And, KSI was throwing these wide looping punches, and none of them, they rarely connected. While, Logan Paul was actually, throwing that jab and sticking that jab. The second round, I thought KSI did a little bit better. He started finding that overhand right. And I'm like, okay. And Logan Paul was a sucker, man. He kept falling for the overhand right. I said, God, dog. Logan Paul don't know how to move his head? And the answer to that is a head? Heck no. That's a heck no. Logan Paul does not know how to move his head, folks. He just don't. I saw KSI slipping a couple of punches here and there, but that's probably about it. Round 3, I thought Logan Paul, he kind of found a second win. And then, dude just went in, man, and started throwing a barrage of combination punches. It was kind of funny watching Logan Paul throw his punches, but they was connected, man. And it was almost like KSI was trying to catch a breather, man. So he just kind of stood there, covered his head, and let Logan Paul just fire off. Round 4, I gave that to KSI, man. I gave it to KSI. He was hitting that. He found that overhand right, man. He was finding a home for that overhand right. And every time he threw it, Logan Paul just never saw it coming, and he kept catching him. Now, round 5, Logan Paul went berserk, man. I don't know how many punches he hit KSI with at one time, but he was beating the hell out of KSI. I'm talking about he was beating him down, throwing punches, uppercuts. And I'm like, God, dog, KSI is getting his little PG-13 channel whoop. He was getting beat up, man. I said, man. I finished. I thought Logan Paul, probably would have dropped him, but, they got on headgear. Yeah, why these two, man? Okay. Maybe they really didn't want these guys getting hurt, so they put the headgear on. I thought they should have boxed without headgear. That's my opinion, but, And round 6, I gave it to Logan Paul. I just thought Logan Paul, to me, is more active, He was much more active in this fight than KSI was. I'm like, man, what is KSI doing? What was he doing? I don't even know, man. He just kind of stood there while Logan Paul threw the jabs, pushed him against the ropes. So I don't know how they found us a draw. I had Logan Paul winning this bout 4-2. You guys tell me what you think. Man, they broke the bank, man. Shoot, man. 23 and 25, man. They got paid a couple of million for this fight, man. You know they did. They made a lot of money. Man, I should have thought like these two when I was 23 and 25. This is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.